intro.
Wow, you look great.
Thank you.
You are our best-looking guest so far.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't believe me, told me the same.
Now look at the size of his hand compared to your head. Look at this. You look like you could pull a fawn out of his paw. Look at that. Have you ever been to a fight? Have you ever gone to a
No,
professional
I actually
fight?
have never been to a fight. Sorry.
Not so much a boxing fan, you can say.
Not a big boxing fan, but.
You ever lose? But you seem kind of scrappy.
Don't worry about it, I'm not going to jump on you.
You seem kind of scrappy. Are you a fighter? Do you lose your temper? Do you fight with people?
You know what? I've been known to have a bad temper.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have.
Have you actually fought with someone?
Well, yeah. Well, when I was in New York City, the thing that used to really tick me off was when people would try to take your taxi cab from you.
Yeah.
And one time, I hailed this cab, and this guy jumps in the other side of the cab as I'm getting in a business suit with a briefcase, and tries to physically throw me out of the cab.
Really?
I would have none of that. So what I did was I braced myself from like the front seat and the back seat, and I got my legs really high. Well, I can't do it. But and I just started flailing my feet, and I kicked him in the head, and he finally like jumped out of the cab and left me alone.
I love that because in New York, that's just normal behavior.
You have to do that. And another time I was going to get a cab in New York City, same thing. I jump in, person jumps in the other side. I'm all ready to like duke it out, and they start yelling at me. And I turn and I look, and it's Margaret Hamilton, the Wicked Witch of the West.
Oh,
and I jumped out of the cab.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh, you don't want to do that.
No, every bad childhood nightmare I ever had just flashed before my eyes. And I was like, you can have it. Don't get me and my little dog, too.
They mostly use the French kicking style. You don't really...
Right.
You don't really...
Well, no, actually, though, I was in Mexico City once, and this guy walked up behind me and grabbed me on the butt. And I turned around, and he was just standing there. And I just punched right in the face and knocked him out cold on the ground.
Well, maybe I better get supported from mine. What do you think?
Now, speaking
that's my extent of
Speaking of punching the guys that hit on you, I understand you met President Clinton recently.
He asked me to meet him for a haircut.
Yeah? Oh. Did he flirt with you?
No, actually, he was busy talking to Steven Spielberg.
I mean, you kind of go, hi, I'm the president. How you doing?
He was very nice. It's very impressive to meet the president.
Oh,
really,
yeah, that's
it really, really
is.
is.
Man, can you imagine just walking to the bar, any girl there? Hi, president. How you doing? You got some idiot in sales at IBM.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm the president. Huh? You got the jet? Boom.
But I got to sit at Al Gore's table, which was exciting.
Oh, well, that's
yeah, it was really, really, and he's very nice and very nice man, and very funny, and he was telling stories about his family, and he's a little bit of a messy eater.
Messy eater? You didn't have to use the fork and everything?
No. Well, when he cut into his chicken, kind of exploded on his shirt, and you don't know what to do because it's the vice president, so you're like, and you just kind of freeze. But then he made a joke about it.
Oh, I mean, you didn't.
Well, you want to.
But think of it from him. I mean, think of him. You're the second most powerful man in the free world. You're trying to impress this attractive actress, and you get chicken juice all over you.
But he was a good sport.
Is that the first president you met? Have you met other?
No, I actually have met Reagan, and I met Bush. Yeah, and when I went to meet President Bush, he was actually still the vice president. He was running for the presidency. And I was online, and everyone's like, with protocol now, when you meet him, you have to say, nice to meet you, Mr. Vice President. And when you meet her, you have to say, it's a pleasure to meet you, Mrs. Bush. And I'm like, okay. And they keep, like, reiterating this to me over and over and over again. I'm like, all right, I'm not an idiot. I know what to say. And I get up there, and he says, hi, I'm George Bush. And I'm like, pleasure to meet you, Mr. Vice President. She says to me, hi, I'm Barbara. I said, hi, Barbara, I'm Lori. And everybody around me was like, but she was really nice.
Oh, yeah, she's a real nice woman.
Yeah,
she's a real nice lady. She's been here. Did she shake your hand? She's very strong.
No, she did.
Oh, yeah,
But I have a strong handshake.
She's the real. Oh, yeah, that's right. You knocked a guy out in Mexico City. I forget about that. It sounds like a fighter. She knocked a guy out in Mexico City.
Boom. Got it.
You have a dog, I understand.
I do. I have a Cocker Spaniel, Molly.
Oh, no, those aren't really good protection. Those are like weenie dogs, aren't they? That's.
And actually, you're right. It is a girl dog. Yeah. But she's very, very sweet. But she's afraid of her own shadow. She's like, if you walk up to pet her, she like runs away, scampering and just yelping. Only the one time she decided she was going to be aggressive, this woman was mountain biking past my house, and I live on a steep hill. And all of a sudden, Molly just takes off like a shot out of the driveway and jumps on this woman and knocks her off her bike.
Oh, wow.
It was Madonna.
Oh, really?
And I was horrified. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to help her up. But she was really cool about it. When she was with her trainer, he was like, don't worry about it. It's okay. And
Madonna never bikes past my house.
It was Madonna.
I think I have that series right here in the National Corner.
What?
There's a story right there. Look, we shot. Madonna attacked by Thanks, Lori. Nice seeing you.
Nice to see you.
Lori Loughlin, Hutchins Street is the show. You want to take that home? I want to thank Steve Allen and Dick Clark, Gina Lynn Nolan, Paul Wilson, of course, Michael Buffer. Thank you very, very much. Lori Loughlin, thank you very much. Hutchins Street is the show with Tony Danza. Riddick Bowe, good luck to you.